What's up? Today we're going to be working on Request. The reason why I'm working on this in particular is because I'm trying to apply to Google Submerged Code for the programming language, among others. And I want to work on an issue that's very similar to this error formatting thing in Request. It's like what I mean the error formatting thing. Something like this, you can imagine how Rust does a similar thing where there's a hint about a certain error in context. So like how do you write that? Not only how do you write the logic to detect that this error exists in a certain thing, but also how do you just print this and how do you make it generic to the actual error that's happening? So we're going to try to finish this up. Currently it works okay for these parser errors, and certainly for something without an error, like typing into JQ or something, it just does the output. We're not really looking at an error here. But yeah. So we definitely need to work on these assertions because they don't print anything, just to note that the function was printed. And then these, yeah, let's just get into it. So currently I have an error where I'm not printing this error footer, but I wanted with this footer. Is this right? Sure. What I wanted with this footer is that it would print, oh, failed due to n errors above, where n is the amount of errors that occurred, certainly. So, but I think I'm never actually updating errors that size. So let's see. Each one of these. So I think we just need here config. Uh, Theoretically, that should work. Probably better as a local variable instead of that one outside, a global one. Ninja-C build. Yeah, just switch up the build tools. I don't remember off the top. Got the build. Let's see here. Failed due to one error above. Okay. So I'm largely satisfied with that. Okay. Yeah, I think that's modest there. Like, looks like it's working. Keep that. We're gonna move on to some of the other things, such as JSON missing key. Missing value mismatches. Makes more sense to start with. So we're missing a JSON field, but we didn't really say anything useful about that. So what's a good design for this? Let's quickly look at, so all the errors, every time we print something, is this printer error. That gets to lock on the console. What's the title? The file name. So it looks like we aren't ever setting the file name for assertion errors, because they inherit from error. One sec. All right. So looks like we're never setting this file name. The constructor of assertion errors. Let's see where we just constructed assertion there. Go to the references and constructing. So, pushing back, putting in get file name. So what is R here? That is the response. I don't really know if I want that to be like that. Let's just frame it. And insert them. And subsequently, we're gonna need to include this. It's a bit annoying. Gotta do it like this. But yeah, there's gotta be a better tactic for that. Or it wasn't a vector, it was the insertion set. And type curl response. Now it's circular. Hmm. Yeah, it's kind of ugly. Yeah, but it's fun. Let's not do it like this. Let's keep the getters and setters there. No, it's still not. So it looks like the curl response file names. Do we ever call like? Do we ever call set file name? Looks like we can never call this. So I believe that we create the curl. So let's look at the constructor and curl response. It's really just more of a structish setup. Yeah, we don't even write it. We just have the default constructor curl. I believe it is in the main request file we just created at the top. We have a parser. Execute. When we're executing it, this returns a static expected of the curl response, and that's curl result.value. Curl result comes from curl request execute, so that's where it should look. Now running. We have a curl response. It's coming from here. Create the response. Okay, so we do response. Is that a file name? Should have like a file name and scope. Good. And this is what kind of type does take? Just file value ref. Laden. So we'll keep that there. So now that we set it, already called it get it. See how that does. So, okay. Let's run this. So now we're getting the title instead of one. So now all we gotta do is this assertion error prevento. Look for that. Assertion error. What is it? No, it's. So yeah, we just print that we did it. Have a habit of saving its format. Okay. So what do we want to print here? Hmm. Do we ever even do the get brief? Yeah, missing. It knows it's missing JSON field. So let me remind myself of how we do it just for the general parser error, because that's like the most fleshed out so far. Let's look at this print. See how we're doing stood visit on the variant. So we're doing stood visit on the variant. Get my shoes on backwards. Okay. So for these certain error types, got the hint. I think that's from the constructor. Yeah. So I don't think we'll have hints. But we should probably have a kind of. Hmm. Hmm. It is a bit curious how I should do this. So still the same const expression get line on brief, but we don't have the visit because we're just using a type enum, right? So we might be doing the same switch statement. Because what do we have in the assertion? Like, what do we call this? You push it back. Perhaps we should have a message. And let's just format print lines to message. What would that look like in the context of other errors? We could have like an affected line. Let's see, what I want to say we're in examples, errors, JSON value mismatch. We could show that on line 9 expected this. But in the recurl request, could have a diff. That'd be a bit advanced having like a diff calculation, or should really be the assertion, yeah. On line 13, assertion this. I think that's solid. So with this template, that's something like this. I'm like missing. What is it? JSON field. JSON value mismatch. So then I would say line 13. So we got here 13. This. Set. Actual. That's not like expected. This would be like green. Expected. Could have like red. Observed. We could write girl here. So for this one, we could have something like note. You just like point to it. Something like that. And we also start. Explanation, JSON key title was not found in response. Note, run with dash v to see. For responses and assertion failures. I think I like that generally. Alright, so we need to deduplicate some codes. Dang, okay, this is gonna be a bit difficult. This might be some mute the Spotify. Double task here. Okay. Let me just see again how exactly I was doing these parts of their stuff. Because I don't really want to bring in the stood variant with like the runtime aspects of that. I did comp time what I could. So yeah, we could bring the struct hint up to the arrow level. Hint has an inf range and a message. Inf range and message. Yeah. Seems legit. Expected colon assignment doesn't have a hint. Does have a hint. Does have a snippet. Doesn't have a section. Let's look again where we're actually making assertion errors. Just call it pushback. Probably in place back this year. So let's see again. The parser error print. So it switches on here, prints the snippet, prints the hits. What's the difference in these? Oh, because we're constructing the hit. Wasn't dragging. I don't think I'm really using the hit properly. It's fine if the error path is slow. Um, hmm. What else would be easier to print this? But that's kind of a cop out. That is cool. So I think we can switch. We can do this, yeah. And that work everything. Oh. Um, no, we're not even gonna do that. So for all of these, there is a lot that we're duplicating. Not only between the assertion error variance, but also between parser error and assertion error. So another way to look at this, you have a line number, you have a list of line numbers and contents. I'm gonna go to the bathroom quick. Shout out the orange Coke, the new orange green Coke. All right. So yeah, here I really want, let's just duplicate it and deduplicate it in like a refactor because doing both of those at the same time is a bit much in the dome going on at once. So yeah, I feel like this printing no line, this like print line that bad no line. This is just printing the new line. So yeah, we should. This being trash is kind of easy in that making it look better is not a lot of work, but for the short term, it is kind of trash. Okay. So we're looking particularly at what? We're looking particularly at unexpected missing JSON field. So this looks kind of trash. That's in for printer. That's how everything. We don't have arg. We're not supposed to have arg. I think this is just like this, yeah. So let's look at what we have in the search area. Okay, so we need to expand line. I also want to get like cartoon or something. So we have to keep searching for this. Where's your printer? HPP. Where's your HPP? So yeah, each variant, it does have a line number. So we want this line number. What is a semicolon? I was just chilling there. It's kind of interesting. Okay. Back to assertion. Shit, I think we can just have a line number. So we're gonna want hint. So let's go. Sorry, a lot of back and forth, but it's been a minute since I've been in this repo, so let's do that. Let's go into error HPP. Do that. A structure for code, for context. Context aware, so we used for code, for contextual code hints. Sure. So that result hint on the right, left, shadow directions. So unexpected colon, better there. Section 8, so we do want a hint. So just to recall what a hint looks like. If an inf range and I'm missing. So yeah. Include optional. So, okay. I feel like we should maybe have. The problem is like the runtime cost. I mean, you can comp time it, but I just hate having like 3 indents over when I could just have this function for each type, for each enum instance. It controls it a bit because then you got to generalize everything. Though it is more. That was just a bit of a ramble. So yeah, this just prints a new line that has the 0. Okay, and then here we want the hint itself should have a line number. Well, no, because the hint. Then you have the code. Code bottle. Yeah, then you have the code. So how am I printing the code? I put the line number. It feels like the line number should be the hint. Whatever, let's make it trash or refactor. So instead, with this hint, I'm just making a line number. Okay, so now I have the line number. And line left out. Above conversion from std string to std optional. Oh yeah, this is. Maybe this should be an int, not std optional. Right, because that's the input. Okay. So print the line number. Then in white arg, so that's just hint underscore. No arg, it's just hint. Inf range. Inf range. No member message. I make this a ref. That's because we're going through to optional and they overload the error. And then we print the snippet. Yeah, I guess we do have a snippet. Scoomy. So yeah, recall me what was the snippet? Snippet. It is the code. So we're going to use that same verbiage momentarily. Hint underscore message. Overload. People hate on the operator overloading. Okay, I think it's fine. Like, just think of the operator as a function. I mean, if you want to overload a function, it should be an overload. Function that has a signature that happens to be some infix operator. To infinity. So yeah, this inf range looks like it's doing what it's supposed to. With that kind of different string constructor. Hit message and then input. So I think this works technically, but we're not actually setting any of these members that we made. So let's look at where we make a missing JSON field. So we do that in 2 places. So our constructors changed a bit. Back to assertion error, but this also looks horrible, but I guess we're going to want some more parameters too. So we can overload the constructor. Sometimes you won't have a hint. You also want one with the file name. The hint engine is a const. Line number. Let me see how I did the parser constructor. Sorry, HTTP. File name and the info. And the info is the special type, and that says whether it has hint or not. That is a good way to do that. Okay, let's just copy it. It just makes it so much cleaner for the insertion or CPP. Yeah, let's do that. So we're just going to start out with a struct missing JSON field. So this is kind of refactory already. So that's a section. Just see what's this. We're really gonna do it for every one of those. So we're gonna want missing header. Let's just start with missing JSON field to simplify. So now we don't even have the scene at all. Context for here. Here, this is again a template. So we really just want the template, type name T, insertion error with the file name. I think the file name could be part of the. Yeah, I feel like the concerns, it's a version of concerns. It's a bit better if we just do the 2T. Or value reference info. Instructor. It's inline. There. Ah. Yeah, you want the file name outside because that goes up. There. So let's do that called string ref. And here. And in the error, we can put in the file name. Ref. And then we can info. So now we're back to this setup. It is a lot cleaner, just like almost having it like a super class, but not as inheritance aids-ish. Braces, step forward over the T. Default initialize there. Matching constructor for. Yeah, you don't put this there. Yeah. So now we just gotta realize that this isn't the right word. So exercise here. Missing JSON field. I don't know wants to vary. Right option. Never replaced it. One after a struct. Okay. Okay. So now our parser error CPP not is similar from a search and error CPP. Yeah, that looks it's. Just, yeah. One of the things I really like about this monochrome black and white setup is that it's a lot more obvious when your code is like your code just looks bad. For instance, on the right, you can tell this is getting a bit annoying to read. In my opinion, shift it over 12 spaces or something, 16 even. I think it's like 11. Maybe I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm kind of dumb, but you know what I'm saying. So in print, stood visit. What's that syntax? Stood visit. Then you have this thing in brackets. Yeah, you're doing the lambda, right? So here. We do capture. A bit weird. There's a auto arc and info. Oh, that's what it looks like here. Okay. So start lambda with using T to decay T. I arg. Didn't tell you why that's what you type there. This point. If constant spur is same v missing JSON field, and then or here. So now we're kind of looking at this. So the hint text is essentially, so now we can ignore the right. Make just insertion here. So the hint text doesn't add closing bracket. Show me what we set above. It's JSON key. That is a bit temporary. No viewers, yeah. No string things. So there's the hint text. I'm not even sure why that's at the top. That just looks vulnerable. So for assertion, I kind of like this X. Okay, why does it say it twice? Yeah, that's horrible. Oh, it's using the hint text length. Okay. The JSON key was not found in the response. Okay, so it should say expl. This should be. Why is it like that? That's horrible. Why would I do it like that? So what do we do? We have a line, and we'll have this like this. Okay, so let's just go through this like a normal B. So skip first line. Okay. Then we're printing a snippet. Print the line number. So we're not going to do the spaces thing. We're just going to print the snippet. We're just going to print. And I guess we can do it in terminal color white. It'll just be this. It'll just be space. Arc snippet, new line. None of the spaces. There's the space, arc snippet, new line. Okay, so then we're printing this expl. Wait, no, on the new line, we do print. So on that line, print the emphasis. Oh, no, first we do the snippet. Yeah, first print the snippet, then we're printing the hint. Then we have the next line, the lot. So we're just doing nothing here. Not that yet. Skip the first line, print the snippet, line number, space new line, snippet. Then I'm going to print the emphasis. That's what I even want. So then we're going to print how many spaces? Let me grab that back from the parser area. Oh my god. Grab that back from the parser area when we're printing this thing with all the spaces. So we're going to print 6. No, we're going to print. How many spaces? We're going to hint dot inf range. Yeah, we're doing the inf range. Which the hint doesn't look like it's r dot. What do we do here? R dot hint range. First, I'm gonna type in type. Yeah, we're gonna have to switch to get brief. Let's quickly context switch into doing the get brief just to clear the errors a bit. Get brief. Understood visit. We're trying for this time. Visit. This lambda. Capturing R value. Also at the end, I'll have this like info. Alright. And then what over here? Using T is going to stay with K. KT. Type arg here if const expr good is same T well, missing JSON field. Missing JSON. Right. Yes, I didn't mean that's what I wanted here. Type. Yeah, we did the constructor in line. I think still do visit. But missing JSON. Missing JSON field reference. That'd be a missing Jason. Yeah, I really don't see why I would want to reference. That's a better way to do like air. Oh, like AH. C. Yeah, quite odd. But it likes it's both airs. Really? Really? Okay. Fair enough, I guess. That's surprising. Now it's acting like it knows what this is. Let's revisit. JSON key is not found in the response. So, actually, we're not even printing the snippet there. We're printing the inf. What we're doing is printing in white this, new on. We're doing a std string. This and the space character. Inserting that many spaces. And then we're doing space character. I think just a string actually. Then we're doing another one of those. Int range of second. Inf. That many of those. Then we print the head, which is a lot. Int will be this. It'll be the explanation. And the int text. And we have the deadline. So let's go to our search engine main. We're going to comment out most of these because we're kind of switching everything. Missing JSON field. No, we're looking at what the key is. Comment that out. Comment that out. Comment that out. So actually, don't comment. So we'll come back to 50. Comment that out. Comment that out. Back to 50. We're back to 50. And place back here. Be a search and error. info. Gotta make the info first. Yeah, that's just when you do all this. So now that you found that it doesn't have this. The key is not this. So you need to find the key. It's gonna be inside the key. So line.find key. But we're gonna need to look into JSON field for that. Because you only have a line. I'm getting a bit difficult. Because now we need to access the file to know where in the line this is. Let's just make it out. So for now, 6 colon positive position 3. So then you gotta look through, find that JSON key value in the text. We're looking through the file, try to find. Let's just say it's at position 3. And then your inf. There's your inf range. And your hint is going to be a new hint. Inf range. And what does it say to do there? This key was not found in the response. So this key was not found in the response. Then you have a missing JSON field info. some line number. Auto line number. Go to 13. Make it. We got 199. Just make it number obvious. It's not real. Line number. Even wants a reference to the line. Okay, we don't have that. That's going to be the snippet, so code snippet. Full string. And int. Int is int. What int? Oh, I was muted for eons. Okay. What int does it want? It wants the section name? Yeah, that's a mistake. Okay, so now we got this missing JSON file here. So then we're placing it back. Go back to search and set. Questionnaire CVP. That's going to find the missing JSON field part. Yeah, why is this not a reference? Std visit auto double reference arg using p double type arg once expression. Why is that a reference? Right. You don't need that. Arg dot hit dot message. Let me get a bones. First try build is crazy. Okay, it's not even throwing the error, so appears that this is not where it was caught. Actually here. We didn't actually print things, but now it knows there's an error. So it is here where it's getting caught. Print got here. So it got here. It didn't get here. Didn't get there, so it's not a reference, bro. Yeah, it's not a reference, bro. I'm so perplexed. What's the difference? Parser error C++. Parser error print const. Std visit capture auto amp arg if std is same vt from section header. Yeah, if same v header assignment. Got the info. I didn't need it down here. I'm not returning it. Can't find there being a hint. Dictionary. Instead optional hint. Missing JSON field. It's the variance. Let's look at the pressure. And pressure. Why is that so hard? HPP. Then the HPP. Struck. Malinformed section header. That's like missing JSON field. The string, the section 8, inline number, optional hint. Public. It's final, type name T. Mix in a T double reference info. File name, info, it's the variant here. The only difference I see is that there's two of them. Quite perplexed. We can go ahead and do another one? I don't think that makes a difference. It's very interesting. It's not const. Could be a reference. Figure to a search and set CPP. Because of the pushback versus the placement. Nope. Yeah, I mean, you can't take a reference in that, which is why it makes even less sense. Int is const. So it's just at the end of the day. At the implementation. Verify. Info stood for info. Dude, what? What came about to ask freaking GPT, just if it's seeing something that I'm missing. One interpretation is that I actually need two types. Should be kind of weird. I'd be quite surprised. You got missing JSON field. And you got missing header. No one sucks. Onyx. What? What? I did not see this at all. Without the optional. Huh? Makes no freaking sense, dude. Dude, what the Yes, this is what I'm doing. Let's just make it an auto one eye. Dude, why does and the second one doesn't need Huh? Only the first one needs it. Yeah, what if this one's unexpected status code? Nothing's missing or something. Okay, this is literally bugged, bro. No, I'm got it. I think this is bugged. I'm not sure. What is this, dude? It's only the first one that needs it. It's only the first one that needs. What? I feel like that makes no sense. And when I do that, it also brings up an error. About this. So what if I just start building the jump from here? Then it's fine. Huh? It only needs that because of the stood string constructor. Dude, what? What? Okay. So it had to do with the usage of the stood string in it. That's kind of crazy. Also, that's the wrong. I can fix this. That's wild. Wait, no, now it's whining again. What? Huh? It's like the ownership of the numbers. Wow. Those are some weird errors. Spaces. Spaces. Arguments. Okay, what? Dude, this is wild. Okay, many spaces. Okay, so back to this. Back to the print line and left pad. It's printing 0. Hard to home. I argue and have a line number. Yes. I'm not setting it properly. What the heck, dude? You should do 13. It should say on there. Line and left pad, line number. static cast. Okay, so let's make it an int with the static cast. Yeah, and the pair. I think we already do that. See my reference. Int supposed to be an int. What? It's too big. It's just a 0, just not a slightly better way, huh? Coming from all in. Just an int. Number 13, in fact. Really confused with that's not right. 0. Not fine. And the pad. Takes the number. You print 3 minus the amount of digits in it. So let's go here and do digits. Digits. Digits is just straight up not defined. What? Let's go ahead and do this. There's 2 digits. That value. My number value is 0. What does the promotion of an int to a set optional int look like? Huh? It's grabbing an int from the line number. Where's the search and set? It's grabbing an int line number, passing it in, it's taking an int there. Stood. Make option. Dude, what? My number is 13. Hey. Why is it printing 0? Dude, this check is not making sense. Why would it ever be printing 0? Oh wait, this guy was good. Just came out. Oh, this guy was pretty good. Shout out this guy, bro. Hmm. That's a stud optional int. Why the f does it say 0, dude? Okay, let's format print the opt.value. That's literally a contradiction, bro. So opt.value is 13. Then we go in here. Line number.value. Or don't. No, it's saying it doesn't have that. Val is 13. If it's not equal to 0, slash. Oh wait, this is mutating it. I'm so dumb. I think that's the problem. Looks like I'm mutating. That's quite dumb. Oh, no. Okay, I'm so stupid. Oh my god, dude. Actually, just close. Yeah, I think the promotion will be fine now. So freaking dumb, dude. Okay, so we're fine though. Okay. This key is left out. So now what do we need to do? We need to not print something at the end for no reason. I think we need to, or I think it's just because of the hint. That's not even because of the hint. Yeah, I don't think we need that. So that's going to be the space here. So let's just do this. No, you cannot. So we have that. Just read it. Oh, to get it. Fix that last one. Jeez. Okay. Now we need the code snippet to be a code snippet, and the thing to be a thing, which involves making this aware of the code. We do a search and set C++. We're just kind of setting junk arbitrarily. Hello, search and set C++. Okay. So a search and set needs to be able to see into the code. So we have the status code, we have the headers, we have the JSON fields. Hmm. It's easier for the parser to do it because it knows that the error is there when it's parsing the file. But now we're kind of retroactively indexing into it. So maybe each of these JSON fields should have a line number. We query back into that line number. What else are we gonna do? Parse via searches again? Yeah. Let's store a line number. Also, my eye is super itchy for no reason. Let's store a line number in each of these. Make a new struct, JSON, field, insertion, posted. Get a set string key. This is gonna change the interface so much for annoying. This string value. That's actually a std string. And a regex. Int. What's the best design for this? Probably have to. I'm gonna want this for all. Probably the same as this, but what? No, I'm talking about status code assertion. I typed in an extra letter, one more letter into it. Or even everything. Header assertion. VI caret. Based on film assertion. So this changes everything in here. Oh my gosh, that made that really. That made that quite. I'm gonna get onto that form. Let's go. Alright, I gotta walk in. Hold up, one sec. Hey, I gotta Right. What's going on? Okay. So it might not be cooked. But regardless, let's just keep programming, you know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? Alright. So yeah, I was switching all these to this new type that's gonna have the line number. And then this doesn't work as well. Because we're validating by going through all the status codes. Let's first do this. Status code, so int status code get a status code. So this is the actual status code that we got. If it's not in stood fine. Okay, so this is garbage. So if it's not empty, this is where we're kind of doing this logic. You might be able to use stood fine to kind of peek through that pipe. But let's just do it like this. So for consts, what are these things? They're status code assertions. It's SCA. And let's do SC and status codes. Bool found is equal to false. If SC the code. So using this SC, let's just make a const. Let's just do a const. Status code. It's not funny. Be a status code assertion. SC. We can ref it. We can call it status code assertion ref. Invalid type no viable begin a variable available. Int. What way status codes in it? Oh, assertion set. AS does status codes. Maybe. So NAS does status codes. If SC status code dot code. Let me tell you when it's a code. If SC dot code is equal to AS. Not status. Sorry, if it's equal to status code. Then found. So we don't even need to do found equals true, then we can just do break. Code. Status codes. Store. So it's not going to be a code. Let's just do a const. Auto ref. See it. See it. Okay. A const header assertion. Header's key. Expected value. Let me just ignore that. ln key expected value. That is a smarter way to do it, Loki. Or const auto deref into the line ln. Let's do that. What const auto? Problem is, it's like you only need one inlets to be true, not all of them to be true. Break. Two skip codes. Who said don't use go-to? Who said that? Alright. So back into this. If you find it, do that. Otherwise, expected one of these. No, man. Probably doesn't even build, does it? Yeah, it doesn't even build at all. So now we have key. I was calling that pattern in JSON fields. I like pattern better, in fact. I'll throw element. And then in here, this is just ln. Code snippet. So this is where we need the code block, yeah. So what's a good way to do that? Let's consider the way that we do this in main. It's like, where's the actual text of the file at? That sounds a bit parserish. Give me a sec on this. What the end you point? Now we should have an actual line number. Got some errors. Some equality errors. Let's make a bit of sense. Let's get into movement mode. Let's look at the top of this bit. It says via Google test. Yeah. So we're looking at headers from a different view. Yeah, looky frick the test. It's here. Let me use directly. At first. So what does this have? That's probably just key about it. That should cause a problem elsewhere, I'm thinking. Perhaps just one around time. So now we have an error. G-test, binary, LHS is equal to. So that's in the library. G-test, G-test, parser test function template 72. So it's here, status codes 0.code. We're doing the same thing at 125. We're doing that quite. Code key value. Unless leaves. With 5 errors. Inspect those. So we're pushing back the code parser. Yeah, now the construction of everything is broken. Yeah, this is just entirely incorrect. Yeah, let's instead do an emplace back. I think we actually do this a lot. Oh wait, oh my god. Alright, there we go. So what's the status code assertion? Oh, status code assertion. Just a line number, so you just do line number. This one. So it's all the places where we do push back. Then we do this. We do code. Is that the only place you did that? Okay. Satisfactory to me. Let's rebuild that bit. Errors, certainly. Control B, bracket that. So now we have JSON fields pushback. Yeah, because they're not a std pair anymore. That's 260. We're kind of like whack-a-mole. Oh yeah, we already had that in the file as well. It's a blunder. Let's place back this. And what is actually in it? Well, it's just a line number underscore. And it's the key. What was the key before? I think it's called field and value. It's kind of a weird way to format that. Let's see what it's doing now. So I think all of these are doing the same thing. I'm not sure. Let's consider this. Now we're at pushback. Header is pushback 210. So yeah, we're not making a pair here. Simply line numbering. Then we're key valuing. And we're place backing that. There we go. So it has the right. I think what I was just trying to do there is get the line numbers, right? So then I can index out the file. So let's look into the parser. Perhaps this is a function of the parser, because taking the file name, we get this if stream, get this buffer. So let me just consider the lifetimes, right? We close this file and it's in the input. So when you position through it, I want the nth line. Also, I gotta get off a little bit before 5. Work on compilers. I'm not trying to do this though. Yeah, I'm not too confident what iStream buff iterator does. Yeah, it's a single pass, is what I'm saying. So we're gonna have to reopen the file. Hmm. So yeah, we can reopen the file, or we could store it in the parser. Which of those two I like? Neither of them. Yeah, it's gonna be formal for indeed cache. Like even looking at your RAM as a cache, it's gonna be kind of trash. This is a bit interesting. Inline cost, C++. It's a bit irrelevant now. Yeah, the single pass isn't the best for this use case anymore. So is there like a yeah, the iterator view is nice until you want to jump back to the beginning. And this is when having a kind of broader or more traditional like Lexing stage helps you a bit. So yeah, how are we gonna get the line from it's just so AIDS. Input data sign. What's input? String. Oh wait, we already do that. Yeah, I'm true. Wait, yeah, we already have that in there. Input. Uh, DFS get nth line and a string. Is there a standard library function? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't have enough reserve. Some reasonable max. Yeah, that's a good point. Max line length. Hmm. Wait, do I do that? I mean, I got constructed from that, yeah. In effect. So yeah, we have the input here. Try to function unless you need a part here. That's kind of gross. Yeah, what do I want to do? I'm trying to do this. Hmm. Yeah, that's kind of, there's not like a good way to do this. You're not trying to pass the same string, you don't have a bunch of references to it. And it's just, I don't, it's not really a massive string, but you're gonna have a lot of them. Hmm. Global parser reference is horrible. It's not even possible. I can't really give a reference to the string in the parser because of the lifetime. I guess you can, because the parser doesn't. Parser isn't freed until the parser is freed when the thread pool is done running. Right? So when its future's freed. Uh, yeah, a bit curious. Dude, how do you... This is taking me a while, but... A while? It's taking me 8 minutes. I'm really trying to find a way to do this that I don't think is trash. And I'm getting distracted by... Dude, this is really annoying. Parser... Okay, I gotta turn this off. Yeah. Quick login. So we have the input, but certainly not every assertion is going to have a pointer to the... Then shared pointer copying that. Yeah, the object interdependence is getting a bit 8s. As it does. Yeah, you can put a parser get line, but what part should you be coming from? And these structs aren't really aware of the parent. Either. We could shared pointer it. Yeah, I think we just shared pointer it. Just so ugly. Oh yeah. Is it recursive? It's recursive, dude. That's annoying. Because these want... Yeah, because... So... Isn't it fine if we go like this? What are the variables? And template arithmetic on a pointer to an incomplete status code. Because of the vector. Yeah, I thought I was kind of cooking with them. Here's no. Here's that's not the case. Then you need a parser, and then by the time you move the parser up. Yeah. I think I'm gonna end it here. Get on compilers in a minute.